Okay, so now we're going to learn the worship dance motions for Like an Avalanche. This song's a little slower. It's a beautiful song. Might be, I guess it'd probably be a little more difficult than the other ones, but the first verse goes, beautiful God, laying your majesty aside, you reached out in love to show me life, lifted from darkness into light. And take your right hand and put it around your face. This is kind of like a version of the sign language for beautiful, only we've changed a little for the worship dance. So you go beautiful, and then continue your motion around and up to God. Beautiful God, laying your majesty aside. So we're going to basically pretend like we're taking off a cape or a robe, a majestic robe. So you're going to put your hands around your shoulders. You're going to bring it down and to the ground. But while you do that, you're going to kneel down. So it goes, beautiful God, laying your majesty aside. You reached out in love to show me life. And so you have one knee up, you reach up with your left hand, then you're going to reach up with your right hand, have both knees on the ground, then you're going to reach back up with your left hand, now looking the other direction with your other knee up. And so that is, you reached out in love to show me life, lifted from darkness into light. So while you're on your knees, you're going to cover your head, kind of look down. As you stand, you're going to break open your hands. You're coming out of darkness into light. And then they sing, oh, and you're just going to keep your hands up and do a nice, soft turn. The next verse is king for a slave. Take your hands, it's going to be a crown. You're going to take it off. You're going to put it down at your feet. So Jesus went from being a king for a slave, trading your righteousness. You want to have a strong pose. Right, left arm up, right arm down at your side, both fists clenched. Your righteousness for shame. So for shame, basically it's like you're embarrassed of what you look like, so you're going to try and hide yourself. So king for a slave, trading your righteousness for shame. Despite all my pride and foolish from shame, you're going to kind of put your hands out. It's not like a strong no, you're going to despite. So you're going to throw your hands up the side. Despite all my pride and foolish ways. You're going to make a path. It's going to be our path. And so it's windy and foolish to go from one side, the other side, the other side, and back. So it goes king for a slave, trading your righteousness for shame, despite all our pride and foolish ways, caught in your infinite embrace. You take your left hand, you're going to turn to your right and cross your arm with the left hand. Take your right hand, turn to the other, turn to your left, and cross and end in a love motion. And so it goes, caught in your infinite embrace. And then the chorus, and I, just bring your hands down, and I find myself here on my knees again. And you go down one knee, both knees, sit back, and then go all the way down. Like you're bowing completely down before the Lord. And so it goes, and I find myself here on my knees again, caught up in grace like an avalanche. So starting on your knees, you're going to have to scoop and bring it towards you. Then you're going to stand all the way up. Then you're going to lean back. So you're just being overtaken by this grace. And so the chorus goes, and I find myself here on my knees again, caught up in grace like an avalanche. Nothing, and then you want to make it stronger, nothing compares to this love. So similar to the infinite embrace, only we're not spinning. It's going to go to your left, to your right, to your left, straight forward. So that chorus, we'll do that again. And I find myself here on my knees again, caught up in grace like an avalanche. Nothing compares to this love, love, love burning in my heart. So you're going to bring your hands over your heart and just kind of let it come out. This love, love, love burning in my heart. Verse 3, Savior and friend. So we're going to start with a cross for Savior. Savior. Whenever you do a cross, you want your arms out straight and your feet together so that your body becomes the cross. So Savior and friend. Breathing your life into my heart. You're going to take your hands. We're going to lean down. We're going to breathe out. This also represents God breathing life into creation. Then you're going to have your hands in L's. And as you come up, you're going to make a life motion. It's going to right over your chest. So it's breathing new life into my heart. Your words, continue your hands around. They're going to make a Bible. Your word is a lamp unto my path. And so you do word, you just kind of like throw it down and open. Like that word is lighting your way. And then end with a path. So it goes Savior and friend, breathing your life into my heart. Your word is a light unto my path. Forever I'm humbled by your love. So forever, this motion represents generations that keep on going. So basically it's one generation, another generation, and then forever. So it's forever I'm humbled by your love. That love we're talking about is the cross. So you're going to start with that forever. Then you're going to continue, I'm humbled by your love. You continue that motion all the way around. Then once you face forward, you're going to make a cross. So this forever, I'm humbled by your love. Oh. So that verse, see the whole verse goes Savior and friend, breathing your life into my heart. Your word is a lamp into my path. Forever I'm humbled by your love. Then it goes back into the chorus. And after that, it says, take my life, take all that I am. With all that I am, I will love you. You do a big life motion. So you're going to do L's. You go all the way from your feet, all the way up. You're going to be kind of slow, so you're going to do it for this whole line. And so it goes, take my life, take all that I am. And then for the next all that I am, you're going to bring your hands back down over your body. Just take my life, take all that I am. With all that I am, I will love you. Now take my heart, you put your hands over your heart and bring them out. Take my heart, take all that I have. So you're going to present it to God and you everything. Take all that I have. Jesus, how I adore you. So take all that I have, do a big Jesus motion. Jesus, how I adore you. Back to your heart. The final chorus is a little bit different than the other ones because it doesn't have the line burning in my heart. And so it goes, and I find myself here on my knees again, caught up in grace like an avalanche. Nothing compares. We're going to end with a cross instead of the other love motion to this love, love, love. And that's how the song ends.